adventure. Hardly the time or place for an adventure, if you ask me. This is all because of Serare's everyone reveres her and her supposed gifts. For all we know, Serare is working with Illezra. You want to learn more about Serare?
I've been expecting you.
And that's always.
I've been waiting here for forever. I've done everything I can, but even I couldn't escape the existent old image. So why are we so weak and... Your black spirit buddy led you here, right? I'm Sarab. I've seen the whole future, and it's terrible. The world will seriously come to an end. Young people will get, and this isn't some distant future thing. The darkness already came to Mediah. When you being here with your black spirit will only already have children suffering from nightmares. And then the Paul must be sending us a warning through these children. The first child to have these nightmares was Yor. The mark of your black spirit will be able to connect with Mediah's past. First, speak with Yor, and promise me that you'll help.
I am Market Director Lucy Bengham. Time is more precious than ever. Yor? How does an outsider like you know my Serare? Of course. You know they say Serare's prophecies have never been wrong. Pretty easy to do when your vague words why fuss over silly fortunes and dreams that are doomed to... Mediah's history has proven time and again that Yor's nightmares are something else entirely. I don't know how you think you can help. But if you...
Are you the one Serare was talking about? She said you would actually believe what I see in my dreams. 3 days of darkness happened right after the barbarians came after it ended. And for some reason, I was able to understand what the barbarians, and they were saying some weird things when they walked around Altinova. Our god blesses us with these lands. Or something like that. But you look really strong. You should go see the barbarians.
It has been some time since I last talked to someone. Welcome. We foretell our futures by observing the flames left behind by our... Observe the flames. It is both the end of humankind and a new era of... We will stay true to our calling and follow the path. Humans talk like we are mysterious creatures and...
Holy shit, Lucius.
At some point during the chaos, the barbarians appeared and began living alongside us. You could hardly take their songs of death and doom as anything. We all assumed that Neruda Shen would get them to leave. But do you know Neruda Shen? If not, you'd bet he single-handedly built Altinova into what it is today.
And here you stand before me. So not only this, but that this adventurer's worth would be well proved. You may wonder, just as I did, how I'd be able to pick this. She simply told me that this particular adventurer would be... Altinova is a testament to the accomplished... It is more or less the capital of Mediah now. Since the fall, they are desperate for leadership and easily swayed. Did you notice the refugees on your way here? The burden on their shoulders is a humble reminder of the hardship. Should you stand by our side, I will make sure you must also be looking for the Black Rocks like other adventurers. May I ask you to travel to Aben in my stead?
the Shen sent you. Then I must apologize. I represent the Shen Merchant Guild and handle their trade interests in this. What happened here in Avon was such a tragedy. You see, the Shen Merchant Guild was they now call it the Abandoned Iron Mine. What puzzles me is that we've been long overdue. I don't have a clue what Neruda or the barbarian... I wish I could just pack up and return to Altinova, but since it hasn't yet come to that, I assume Neruda... You are a peculiar one indeed. A prophet from Altinova can only mean one of two things. I've witnessed the many horrors that have befallen the village. Nephitinia has been looking after the newly orphaned, although the remaining villagers have been waiting for an adventurer such as yourself.
Hello there. What can I do for you? Wait, my family was forced to work in the abandoned iron mine. And so were the parents of these... I'm worried sick about my brother. That place is a hellhole. The guards are long gone. We're depending on you. I know you must be worried about me, but I'll be fine. I'm not...
Chigu, hey, shit up. Misayu and Yatelonia. In that so is.
This is where they throw the sick and weary workers. I don't even think any of them could make it back to the village, even though it's so close.
Misayu and Yatelonia. Longuna. In that so is. Misayu and Yatelonia.
Always ask me. But I can only say what I see. What did all ever want with me? I can't stop the barbarians' onslaught. With it being your first time in Mediah, I assume you aren't familiar. All watches over us from the sun and the sky. The light from the sun is his gift that we use to grow crops. All is pretty nice if you revere him, but also really he also shares his visions of the future through prophets, like myself. You'll also hear plenty about Illezra and the 3 days of darkness during your travels. Everyone in Mediah shudders at the mere mention of the incident. Anyone who didn't experience it will never fully understand what it was like.
A nice dirt crouch.
Darkness was not the same as the darkness you find in an It was pitch black, nothingness, and unspeakable horror. You're wondering why the barbarians appeared. Have you heard of the Black Tear? gem coveted by everyone. They're only found in the mine.
Een meisje zit uit kraus.
They were used to make cheap accessories. People who possess them would be protected. Many things were lost in Mediah. The richest now are the lucky ones. Many lost their loved ones. It has been one hell after another. Ancient dark magic. She found a forbidden book containing the secrets of Cartian. It was supposed to be impossible to even get near the book, since it was under the careful...
This person is injured. He can't work anymore.
Chico. Hey, shit up. Meisje zit uit kraus.
Thank you. Please be careful. Thank you for helping me. You know Methy? She's my sister. I want to go back, but we have too many injured. The barbarians forced us to work. I have no idea what they'll do. They say the Black Tears protect you from any terrors from the three, but does that mean it can happen again? If it happens again, there is no at the side. You should know that the executioner who...
Voices the Mediah.
The barbarians have noticed us! Executioner might be nearby. The hell? You killed the executioner? But how?
You'll find Maudi Budar with Neruda Shen. Excuse me. Stay well, adventurer, until we meet again.
In as always, testicularly.
Neruda Shen. I come with news from His Highness.
Here to see Neruda Shen? I do apologize, but I have an appointment with... Ah, so proper diplomacy is more important than ever. Oh, am I mistaken? You're here to see me. The Black Cheer. The 3 days of darkness. Irrevocable. I cannot speak to these horrors as I was involved. Erudation changed after the event. The value of this black jewel changed even him. Some believe it to be a piece of the original black. I suspect it is a runoff from the chemicals. Do you know of Marnie? He is what? He suddenly appeared in Mediah one day. And immediately, he was a criminal in Calfian, was? Well, dwelling on the past in a place like this is mean. I recall that you've made quite a name for your exercise. Do caution. For the opposite of, I expect your adventures will soon take you through Haven.
There's a place nearby that was kept under heavy guard. Some of the children who went there reported seeing many strange... Eden said monster hunting is your thing, and that we could release help us. This isn't much, but I'll give you what we have up front. It's being called Marnie's second lab. We just need to know if the area is safe, and how much of what...
Just take you alone.
Perfect. You're right on time. Hey, take a look at this. I found...
Great Marnie's latest great work.
It's beyond broken. If we fix it, it should help us. It's beyond broken. If we fix it, it should help us.
Need proper guards to thrive. Chimera, the bastard. Erase that unsightly smirk, you ingrate. My superior.
Just take you alone.
Most complete task. Experiments turned violent. What happened?
Isn't it strange? Those buildings seem a bit too well kept.
Vatu, proverbial right. But these impudent subjects. Find Master's letter.
Shake your loose ass.
must accept my gratitude for your passing level of competence on this fine day. I've had an obvious epiphany. He said nothing about the friend. You must be the friend. I've had an obvious epiphany. He said nothing about the friend. You must be the friend. And any personal friend of the Master must themselves be one of...
Listen, friend. I found something most peculiar. This colorless, odorless substance turns into small marbles once
I've heard stories of the Black Tear. It stopped speaking again.
I could have discovered something this grand. That gave me an idea. So I started a rumor. The fools here think it will protect them from anything. Even the
No. The Black Tears. We must act quickly to prevent this nightmare. This could be the...
I almost forgot to...
We must move quickly. I think it would be better find who you can to join our cause. I will travel north.
Illezra will never forgive us.
What did I tell you? I knew this would happen.
We must get rid of both Serare and Barij the Third, while we still have the chance.
Everyone, calm down. Illezra is to blame for Mediah's woes, not the prince.
How can you say that to us? Our loved ones. The prince was away in Valencia while we suffered.
Who are you? Have you come at the behest of Neruda Shen? You've arrived. My prince. Bow your head and show some respect, foreigner. An acquaintance of Serare. That darkness is gone, but these people are still... And I've seen right through that fool, Neruda. He's waiting for the right moment to join Illezra, and... keep bowing. You want to know how I know? I demanded that he return the seal to its rightful owner. And he did. Illezra used to work in the castle. She was immediately thrown out after attempting to steal our royal... And the only reason I'm humoring your presence... Compose yourself. You stand before the future king...
Hello. I am Sarmanin, proud member of the Shroud Knights. The Shroud Knights have dedicated their lives to the Median royal family. We continue to uphold this service, though there aren't many of us left. I've also heard the rumor of Illezra's... See what you can find out in Teref. The village Illezra stayed at the...
Who left this woman to wander around all by herself?
And you're perfect and have nothing to hide?
Everyone here knows you have secret ties to Illezra! You don't seem like you're from Teref. You're an adventurer like us? Who could have known the dying child take... I don't know much more about it, so you should speak with a...
Been a while since we had any visitors without a torch in hand, ready to drive us all out. Heard from Sarma Anin to be expect. I never expected Illezra to turn out like this. The tree behind me is Nantusa Letusa. Nantusa Letusa originally kept Cartian created Tarif as a safe haven for sorcerers, but he was aware just how fearsome his own powers were. You can learn more about this by speaking to Alan Serbin.
Hello there. I've been waiting here for you for forever. I wish they'd hang me up somewhere else. I could definitely use it. I'm not really a painting, you know. You ever see a painting with a mind of its own? I'm just stuck in this. Can you even imagine how I have to go about eating and doing post-eating? Sorry, talk too much? I can't help but get a bit excited to... Anyway, I know why you're here. I was the one who sealed the Book of Cartian. The powers within the book are indeed alluring to any sorcerer. This is why the Book of Cartian became forbidden. Every new chief of Teref, after Illezra took the book. We haven't been able to figure out her secret. Ahoniel Kiru, but anything is possible with Illezra. We may have lost them.
Nice to hear that Alan Serbin is ready to take action. It's a relief he's been able to move past the guilt. The Book of Cartian can only be sealed. It's likely Illezra has reappeared to get rid of the tree. Wandering rogues recently pledged their allegiance to Illezra. Did you meet Brorum just outside the village?
Going to give Illezra a pounding, aren't you? My wife saw Illezra take the Book of Cartian from... I would have helped her, but I was sleeping. She went after Illezra. If you find where she's hiding, let me know. You'll find Kasula Farm in that direction, over there.
Zoromas, it is not safe here!
What a surprise! When did you get here? I'm an adventurer as well. I
I meant to stay for a bit, but Zeramis here seems dead set on working on his sculptures. He won't be able to hear you no matter what. Not sure if you're aware, but that's how being well, I still owe the guy for the free nights I was actually trying to repair the house right now as payment. And you seem dependable enough. Want to give me a hand? I could make use of some rugged boulders and light timber if you come across. Curious about what work Zeramis is nearly sacrificing his life? Kasula, the god of travels, is known to be quite the trickster. He uses these tricks to boast control over his territory. Perhaps Zeramis thinks if he honors Kasula, then Kasula will allow his granddaughter. You're heading towards the Wandering Rose? I saw another stranger heading that way.
Fancy seeing anyone else in these parts? I thought I was the... I think we've met before. I saw you with Maldi Budar. You a fighter then? I saw you with Maldi Budar. You a fighter then? Never mind. You look stronger than me. Should have buddied up with you. Who am I? I served in the Black Leopard Corps. Haven't been this social in a while. Okay, on with the favor. As part of the delegation to establish stronger, a soldier turned pseudo-diplomat. Again, we know an act of aggression from any country could trigger another war. We never had a darkness like this before. Who would have thought such power existed? If this happened in Valencia, I've come to verify Illezra's whereabouts. Gotta stay vigilant. Adventurer from a different land. In this territory, perhaps that's why I felt I could speak freely with you today. I also sense dignity in your actions and in how you carry it. I'll make you regret ever crossing me. We found their base of operations. Let's continue on. I got used to never relying on others, but you really are something else. There must be a leader in a group. And look over there. Some more bozos look like they're ready for... We can spare a bit more time making mincemeat out of a few more rocks. Shroud Knights. They're surrounded by rogues.
Thank you enough for saving us.
Yes, I'm a Shroud Knight, but how did you know? You're certainly... Ah, so you met Sarma Amin. Wait, who is that with?
Some questions are best left without answers. I'm sure you'd rather not make a scene. Why don't you just follow the adventurer? Personal guard of the royal family. The royal family no longer exists, but they insist on clinging to their former... Finally, looks like we're in the right place, but something is off about the energy here. That has to be Illezra's servant. You still up for it? Surprised anymore. Thanks for your... I was hoping I'd find Illezra, but it looks like she's too well hidden for it.
My apologies for being late. You have my gratitude for saving our scout. If only we could gather the remaining Shroud Knights. I've heard the Black Tear can help keep Illezra at bay.
Men rush toward.
You found a letter about the Black Tear. Oh no. If this is true, we've been playing...
I've heard as much about the Black Tears, but the quick examination revealed them to be little more than pelts. I must speak with Proram, the trade...
As soon as I find Illezra,
bear. Oh, it's you. Have you found her yet? And what's with the sudden eat? Don't tell me you've also been duped by them. Well, I hope you saved up a fortune. Even I'm just bare. If you're looking for financial help, you can always talk to Monty up.
Came from Tariff? I'm sure those... You're here on a request from the money to buy Black Tears? What does she want or use? I'm busy trying to make something of these barren lands, but... If you help me with those mains, I might be able to help you get your hands on a...
Huh? What are you doing here? Hell of a place to be running into each other. I'm the accessory vendor. My village relies on me quite a bit to keep things running. Not the least of which is setting the standard for good looks. I'm not only a vendor, you know. I came here because the promotional test will be held soon. And Monty Otto sent you here, did he? The mains seem like they'd be... Ah, well, who am I to stop you? Try to take out a couple of them. Bail you out, but you didn't do half bad. Don't worry about the sorceresses. It's actually the other way around. Those mains should be fearing for their lives. Nothing more dangerous than a sorceress in training. Told, I came to make sure they could handle the mains all right. Hey, over here! This looks like a good place to start. And off she goes. Where are you headed to? You'll find the Cave of the Mains just over there. That's the one place we tell our apprentice sorceresses to stay away from. Seems to be a base of sorts for them. But if you're curious, I can lead you in. I'm still curious to see how capable you are. I'll stay on the sidelines and talk about the cave as we go. Think of me as a tour guide. Find the Cave of the Mains just over there. That's the one place we tell our apprentice sorceresses to stay away from. Seems to be a base of sorts for them. But if you're curious, I can lead you in. I'm still curious to see how capable you are. I'll stay on the sidelines and talk about the cave as we go. Think of me as a tour guide. And here's the Cave of the Mains. I used to love going out on my own adventures and discovering places I only knew. I was an adventurer, like yourself. Finding places like this was what I lived for. We could use it as a shelter from sandstorms. Guess you haven't been around long enough to know. A sandstorm is getting ready to hit Altinova. The dark energy is the cause of it. leeches roaming about during stormy weather. Well, Illezra's influence or not, there are Montiato sent you over here, right? Let's drop by the village. Never seen those before in the village. What are they?
Treasure trophies. I placed the black tear in this jar. Can you examine it? It would appear Marnie was right. The black tears are reacting to our young sorceresses who've yet to... Yet they also seem to react to those with a black spirit that... We don't have the resources to retrieve every black tear. If the black tears are going to be transformed into a kind of thorn, so we either find that device or find Marnie. We're going to need all the help we can get. Let's first seek the help of the blacksmiths in the Omar lava field. Go to Hakan Dirk. Tell him it is time to honor. Hakan can be hostile to strangers, so Iman...
Yeah, I'm Iman. Just made these jars and we lined the interior of the jars with special magic. Buys us time to figure out how to merge these all into a singular energy. She wants us to recruit Hakan Dirk. I'm more than enough. I'm not even sure. Ah, now I remember. One of those black spirit things is whatever. Just be worth my time, whatever you do. Contact with these blacksmiths ended along with the war. Not sure how much help they'll be with. Let's head over.
Huh?
Hey, Hakan. I'm Iman. I come from Terif. Ahonia Kirus sent us. Time to fulfill the oath, old man.
Oh, the descendants of Cartian. But with great regret, I must tell you the Omar Blacks...
The blacksmiths are gone? What happened?
A swarm of ferrets appeared and drove us out. And even if the furnace cools off, I doubt it will be...
Ferrets? You mean those lava goblin-looking things that come from the lava?
This is punishment for our sins. The crystal's processing techniques we used in the war.
For a whiner. The oath forged between the sorceresses, Omar blacksmiths, and the people in the north has lasted far longer than Mediah itself. Apparently we all used to help each other, building homes and protecting each other from invasions. Kind of hard to imagine that now. They were collectively referred to as the first Medians, though now we're little more than simple neighbors.
the test of time. We entrusted our future into their hands, but our oath bound us.
This heat is crazy, though.
This feels like a spring breeze.
Looks like a hole formed in the cave. Could be where they're coming from. Doesn't really look suspicious after all, though, does it? There's no other way but to go deeper inside. Guess it hasn't been hurting to have the extra company.
But Neruda tasked us with making weapons. We morally could not oblige. The ferrets appeared shortly after this. We morally could not oblige. The ferrets appeared shortly after this. Wanted to rid Mediah of its This is conjecture, but if Neruda seeks to gain all the allies he can muster... Schultz was a guardian of these lands, but the situation has grown dire. Neruda Shen must honor them. We will never recognize him as king. Burning for 1,000 years. Help us keep it so. The furnace has been slowing down since their leader, the Colossal Ferret, can freely manipulate lock.
The Colossal Ferret must be put to rest, or the furnace...
conniving one who may. Mevo Murinan, and he is now conveniently a blacksmith in Altinova.
Looking for the best blacksmith in all of Mediah? You've come to the right place! Mevo Murinan. Well, look at that. I'd recognize I was an Omar blacksmith myself. They are the the other blacksmiths? What do you... Wait a minute. You're just another... Huh? You don't know who Baratan Lancer is? Oh, well, forget I said anything. Let's see what you're actually asking of me. Let me take... Yep, of course I can make this. Easy work. Now, it's easy to make, of course, but... these materials are top-notch stuff. But recognizing opportunities... Get to mining. This is the greatest mine in all of Mediah, and the pride of us. Neruda Shen took one glance, and we sure proved them wrong. We found a place full of black crystals. It's a great source of income. What's the commotion about? Did you know how to operate the extractor? What are you waiting around for? If all blacksmithing took was having materials, we would all be... I'm getting to work, but it's going to take time, and a lot of...
Sarma Anin told me you visited Tarif. She also told me you don't have a seat. Hakan Dirk told you about the pact. I guess not everyone is used to the Omar blacksmiths, the sorcerers, and the Schultz breed. Can't trust a thing they say, of course. But the Omar Black recruiting the hunters means them supporting my right to the throne. My legitimacy is in question since Neruda Shen... You might ask yourself how one would take anything during the three... And that's why I'm certain Neruda Shen is working with Illezra. The seal must be returned to me. Convey this request to Sarma Anin at once.
Our time to fulfill our duty has come. We will not waste this opportunity. We can do nothing while Illezra is kept under cloak. I'm certain that Neruda Shen has the seal. But first, I'll reach out to my contacts and see if I can piece together any clues. For now, deliver the prince's words to the others at Tarif.
Looking to reclaim the seal of the royal family, eh? No teensy warning, though. Do this and Barits III and Neruda Shen. But I know you're doing what Barits III wants. The stronger his resolve, the easier it will be to recruit. Seems like this will also work in our favor as well.
You have been instrumental in laying to rest the many troubles found in South Mediah. But we will still need help from the north to fend off Illezra. There are ruins in the north that detail Mediah's long history. But we will... There once was a barrier protecting the lands in Mediah up north, where the ancients now rest. However, Illezra destroyed the barrier during the... We must pull together all known information from the south, and you'll need to go to the ancient pass, past the rumbling lands.